All right, so this is how we worked the pattern. Okay, we actually worked it with started with an odd number of chains, so I'm going to work just 11 chains just so that I can show you this technique. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, right? We have 11 chains. So what we're going to do is we're going to create this extra 2 chains, so that with this 11th chain it forms a double crochet stitch. It represents a double crochet stitch. So we're going to work double crochet stitches into the back loops of this chain stitches. Altogether we should end up with the 11 double crochet stitches. All right, so here 11 double crochet stitches, so work that all the way and then I'll meet you up. Okay, here we have our 11 double crochet stitches. So the next row we worked are actually going to be just chains. So this is how we worked it. For the dress we worked 12 chains. 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. I'm going to work 10 chains with this one. Now for this particular part you can choose to work on even number of chains, meaning odd number of chains, or you work it this way. However, I'm going to show you why I mentioned the odd number of chains. So at this point we have 10 chains, yeah, and I'm going to turn my work around this way. Now this is a stitch where the chains are coming out from, so I'm going to be skipping one double crochet stitch and then I'll be slip stitching into this stitch like this. Then I'll work another 10 chains, 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10, right? And then skip a stitch and then slip stitch into the next one. Missed a loop. All right, so skip one, then slip stitch into this one. Okay, something is definitely going on. Okay, so 10 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. And then slip stitch into the, after skipping a stitch, 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Skip a stitch, slip stitch into the next one. Again, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, at this point you notice that you have just one here left. Yeah, the 3 chains you started with, so you slip stitch into that. Now you have to work another 5, which is half of this length, so that's 3 4 and 5. I'm going to turn my work at this point. Now for the next one, what we're going to be working is single crochet stitches and a chain at this top of the loop. Create a single crochet stitch and chain, top of the loop, single crochet stitch and chain. Now for those who worked odd number of chains, you can pick the odd number. For example, if you had worked 11 chains, you work this single crochet stitch into the 6th chain. That will create, you have 5 chains on this side and have 5 chains on this side. That's the difference, but I just chose to work it this way. But I'm just showing you that other way so that you can do it whichever way that works for you. Now we're at the end of that part. So what I'm going to do this time around is to repeat this row right here, which is a double crochet row. So I'm going to chain 3. This will count as 1 double crochet stitch, and then I'm still going to put a double crochet stitch into that into the single crochet stitch from the previous row, and then a double crochet stitch into the chain, double crochet stitch into the single crochet stitch, double crochet stitch into the chain, all the way to the end. So in each of the stitches, the single crochet stitch and then the chain stitch, you're going to insert double crochet stitches. I'll meet you up here at the end. So we're at the end of the row, then we're going to insert our last double crochet stitch. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. We still end up with 11 stitches, just as we did here. Now this pattern, you can use it to work the entire dress, yeah, if you want to. However, we infused meshes into this particular dress. All right, so the entire dress, or you can infuse meshes. To infuse meshes, I'm going to work 4 chains, right? Skip one chain, one double crochet stitch from the previous row, work a double crochet stitch, chain 1, skip a stitch, work a double crochet stitch in the next one, chain 1, like that, all the way to the end. So that's the end of this one. So yeah, that's basically it. You can work the mesh rows, you can do 2 mesh rows, you can do 3, you can do 4, you can do 5, as many mesh rows as you want, or just 1, and then make a lot more of the chain loop rows. All right, okay, so that's about it.